She's, you guys know, she's like, oh yeah, that's my mom too. That's my tita. The biggest thing I really hated though, for the normal things Filipinos did, was we always had to take off our shoes. Oh my God, I walked in my tita's house. Tita is aunt. I walked in and I was like, she's like, Christopher, take off your shoes. I'm like, calm down, TSA. And I like took my shoes off and I'm like, when I like walked in like this, like it's a TSA scan, like, Jesus. But what I was talking about was going out. Basically, you guys all have designated drivers, DDs. Anyone? Come on, you guys participate. You guys are like, I like to hear the guitar thing and the soft songs. I want to sleep a little bit more. This guy is too energetic, it's kicking me. I was actually in the back laying down for a little bit. I was like, that guy's drunk. I was just really softening the mood. But basically a DD is basically someone is a designated driver. All you drinkers out there always pick one. But I hate it because I always get picked as the DD. Why do I get picked as the DD? Because I'm the responsible one. But I'm responsible to a point. Okay? When you're the DD, you're like, okay, I'm gonna drink as much as possible before we leave. So that way I can drive everyone home. But the worst is when, at night, when you see them at the party or whatever you're at, the nightclub or something, and you're basically on the ground, you're like, anyone see my keys? I'm the DD. Anyone see my keys? Where's my keys? And like, that's the DD, don't give him the keys. Like, give me the keys, I'm fine. I'm just looking for it. I think it's on the ground. Somewhere on the ground there's some keys over here. It's not safe. But I went out to the nightclub, and what's up with these line dancers? There's a whole bunch of line dancers that are huge now, right? We got the walk going on, the two-step. Or sorry, am I bad on time? No. Oh, thank you. Oh, you like the president of FSA, your world, everyone. Matthew right here. This was a little baby sperm when I met him. He was just a little sperm. Now he's like telling everyone what to do, like, I am Filipino. This is what we do, we jump on sticks. By the way, when I went to the Philippines, they knew nothing about tinikling. I'm just gonna tell you guys the truth. Like, what is that? Why are you doing that? Let's go to the mall. Why are you jumping on sticks? Aren't you from America? Do you have Starbucks or something? You're really boring. Don't take that to the Philippines. We're like way more cultural than the Philippines right now. They have like Walkmans on and stuff like that. But what I was talking about is when we go to the nightclub, I saw line dancers. That's huge right now. They're just like dancing. They're just like, everyone's just like, you know, like the normal dance moves, like, yeah. Every guy wants to get drunk so they can just do one dance move. And then look at all their friends who are like, yeah, but, you see that shit? I did that shit. Right there. But there's always those, like, they're black line dancers too, because they're like freaking hardcore and shit. They're like, 1, 2, 3, 4, and they're like, dude, they're so intimidating. That's just, you know, I don't know where I'm going with that one. It's just really funny when you see it. Look out for it when you go out there. It's sick. But none of you guys go out. You guys go home and watch Netflix. I go home and watch Netflix. I'm a good boy. My teachers are watching. Shut up. But I'll tell you right now, one big thing, I like going to bars. Anyone go to bars here? A bar? Thank you! Oh my God, I thought everyone was 18 in here. I was like freaking breathing heavy, like, let's go home. I like going to bars. One thing I love going to bars too is with my guy friends is I like watching UFC. Why do I like UFC? Is because it makes me feel like a man. UFC is the most manliest thing to watch, but it's also the most gayest thing to watch. I'm like, oh yeah, punch him in the face. But what you don't know is if you put it on mute, the guys look like this. And their faces are so intense, like, fucking quit. They're like, turn around, like, oh. Damn it. I knew you were gonna do that. Like, their balls, and that, my balls, and we're just like, woo! Give me another beer. Give me another beer. Relationships. Oh God, I love them. Love my honey. She's here. Oh, she's so pretty. I I put a ring on their finger, boys, be careful. I'm not worried about Asians, I'm worried about those white dudes. With a tie, intimidation. But I love relationships because she's so sweet, but she hates my guts sometimes. She hates me. And I know this, you boys, you feel this too. You love them like, oh, I love you so much. Oh, I won't go out with the boys, I won't go out. You guys are being bitches. You guys are all bitches. But I'm a bitch too. She calls me out in front of all her girlfriends. She's like, her girlfriend's like, oh, so he didn't text me. And she'll go, Chris does that too. And I'm right behind her. She gives me the stare, she's like, and all I can do is, babe, babe. No excuse. You can't say anything but, babe, I love you, babe. Learn from me. Just babe it out. But we are all naturally bitches when you love someone. A man has to be a bitch, because if you're a dude that's all manly and like, no, I'm right, you're wrong, over, then you're gonna have to lose her. You're gonna have to go gay, because only men could go with men that are always right. You have to be wrong. The girl is always right. Just remember that, okay? As a rule. But I'll tell you right now, let her do whatever she wants, because we have to give up. And I'll tell you right, one big thing with it is when we have sex. Ooh, sex, we're talking about sex, we're in college, that's fine. And I'll tell you right now, we never win in sex. It's so hard. Sex is hard. Ever think about it? For us guys, we always have to give up. It's like wrestling and the girl always wins. She's just like, got you. We're just like, I got you, okay, I'm done. Yeah, you guys like, that guy knows what I mean. That guy's like, yep, I'm 30 seconds. 35 sometimes, second time around, it's fun. It's that O face. But you girls don't like this face. How can you remember that? I feel like any girl, like when it happens, they're just like, you done? Are you done? This is terrible. Do like the new. But I'll tell you right now, before my woman, I love you, I would have never dated a fob fresh off the boat. Because I can just imagine it right now. She's like, hi, come in. Take off your shoes. Us Filipinos like hand was like, use your hands, that's good. Very good. It's very good. Okay, it's time. Take off your pants.